Okay, hello guys, welcome again to another YouTube video. It's me, Utman, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how I clear the pimples in my images. Well, a lot of you have requested I have to stop saying that. Somebody requested I do this video, so that's why I'm going to do it. If you want me to do a video on like how I go about my editing and everything, just hit me up or tell me somewhere and I'm going to do the video. So this video is basically like using the healing brush tool and the patch tool and maybe the other healing brush tool, but that's just what we're going to be learning. And this, keep in mind, this is not all I do to like clear the face and everything. I also do frequency separation, but I think I'll make a video about that because that's a bit harder to learn. Yeah, so let's just get into the video. Yeah, thank you so much. I'm trying to get 400. Please subscribe. Okay guys, welcome back, and I don't want to waste too much of your time, so I'm just going to show you guys how I go about my editing, how I go about removing the pimples from the face and everything. So there are two tools I use in removing pimples, just two, and that's the healing brush tool and the patch tool. The patch tool I use for like bigger areas, and the healing brush tool is for smaller pimples and everything. So the very first thing you want to do is that you want to make a new layer, or you want to create, or you want to duplicate your layer. Sometimes it's good to duplicate layer. You can do that by pressing Ctrl J to duplicate the layer, but I don't feel like duplicating. No, actually, it's advisable you duplicate because the patch tool won't work unless you duplicate your layer. So let's start with the healing brush tool first. So you use the healing brush tool to remove all the other smaller details on the face. When you want to use the healing brush tool, you hold the Alt and you take from an area that you want to use, and you just tap on the other area. So yeah, like that. You take from a similar area and you tap. That's just what you do. You take from a similar area and you tap. My healing brush tool is set on dark, and let me just change that to normal. You take from an area and you tap, take from an area, tap, take from an area, you tap on. That's what you just do. You keep doing that. It might look like it's taking time, but that's the best way to get a very precise result. Take from an area, you tap, take from an area, you tap, take from an area, you tap. This is the best way to get a really good result on the skin. This is the best way, unless you want to go about blurring out the whole skin and you won't really be that happy with your results. Just do something that you're going to be proud of. Like when you look at it, you'll be like, wow, this is actually nice. Yeah, something like that. So that's just what you gotta do. Okay, I would do the whole face, but it's going to take some time, so I'm just going to speed up this whole process for you guys. So okay guys, like I've done what I can do. Like if you go further, you might just like destroy the face, something like that, or I don't know, maybe you might do something else. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to use the patch tool to like clear out what I'm seeing here, because it's like large stuff and I don't want to waste time. You can actually just use the patch tool all the way to like remove all the pimples and everything, but I like to be more precise. So how you use the patch tool is that you first select the whole area the way I just did. You just click and you select the whole area that you want to carry out, then you hold and drag and you drop it on the layer that you feel should be there, and kind of do its Photoshop magic, and wow, just look at that, it's gone. The whole rubbish is gone, and you can see how his face is coming to light. Like most of these other things, small things like darker shades of skin, you don't really have to go too much, like do too much what do I call it, like pimple removal and everything on it. you can actually use frequency separation to do all that. Like, you have to know when you are going to stop removing the pimples from the face. That is what you have to know. You're going to stop removing pimples from the face. Now I want to show you guys something. So there's this other method I saw on how to remove pimples from the face, but it's mostly done on the on the texture layer of frequency separation. But I believe that we can do it on a normal layer. Like, I could just create a new layer over here, and the thing you want to do is that you want to select the healing brush tool, and you want to change the brush mode. To okay. If you watched this far, please consider subscribing to my channel. Please consider subscribing and sharing to your friends. Thank you. To darken, so it's going to take out the layer. It's like what the darken tool does. How I say darken tool? What the darken mode does, that from it to take out the highest point of light from an area, and to the area you're taking it to, it's just going to make everything like kind of not higher than that light. Or let me see if I can explain it better. I would like with a tutorial. Let me just show you right now. Like, okay, let's say I use the lighting. It's going to take the light from this area. I'm trying to bring this where I am now, to the same amount of light. Like, it's trying to copy it and also add that light from that source onto that area. Let me see if I can show you something. Let's go deep down. Like, I want to remove all these things here. I don't want them to be in this area. I want to remove all these little white dots and everything. So I just take this area because I believe it's like the same range, and I kind of just tap on it, and you see they are just going away. I do this sometimes when I really want a lot of high details on my work. You can see how it's going away. It's kind of going away. Let's pick the dark. Let's try that again. The lighting and the darken on are used for different purposes, but I think I should have used the darken area on because I'm trying to remove the white spots, so I'll try and darken it. So let's try that again. You can see it's doing well. It's just making all these lights go down, like all the lights here just to go down. Yeah, something like that. Just look at that. Just look towards this area. It kind of makes it soft and everything. I think that works. So what else? You can also go deep and kind of walk around this whole area. I think we can also use this whole darken and lighten stuff to remove the hair on his face. Like, let's see. Yeah, can you see? You can remove the hair. But let's not overdo it. Let's just take it and remove the hair. It's actually really easy. I think this is a very good method, and you can see you're still having skin texture, so it's really good. What else? Removing the hair. Remove hair. It's actually fun if you take your time. Like, it's better than just blowing out the whole skin, I would say. Yeah, like that. That's actually good. And yeah, I think that's how far we can go, and the next step will be to do frequency separation. Maybe that will be the next video that I make. So I think that will be all. So this is the before, this is the after, this is the before, this is the after. We want to keep the skin looking natural before we go into frequency separation, and frequency separation will be like the deciding factor in all this. So yeah, so like my video, subscribe. Thank you. That's all. So if you like this video, please tell me so I can do more, show you how I do my frequency separation, show you guys a lot of crazy things, and yeah, just show you guys a lot of crazy things on how I do my frequency separation. Yeah, subscribe, please. Subscribe, share to your friends. Thank you, everyone that's going to share. Thank you. I don't know, I can't tell. Yeah.